Hi everyone, just wanted to stop back in and show you another project that I've made. It has been a little while since I've uploaded a new video. So on scrapbook.com, I have a partner by the name of Cheryl, who lives in Kentucky, and we decided to do for our mixed media swap that we were going to alter a tin. This is a Tim Holtz marker tin, I believe it is, and there are ribbons across or around the sides, one on the top and one on the bottom here. The top has just had glue and then glitter added to that. The window itself is still intact, so you can see through a little piece right there. So the top is decorated with some glittered, fall leaves, and then sunflower bow. There's some little gems around the side. A feather that was gifted to me that was in another swap previously that I had saved. This is some of the mesh from the dollar store for the Halloween decorating, and I had bought that last year and was able to use that this year. The little postcard ephemera piece is from the paper pack, the Bow Bunny Harvest, that I will show shortly. But the tin itself, it also has that that clasp right here, so that actually works. And then, so inside, I want to make sure we're centered here. I packed it full as full as I could get it. So the flowers here are from Recollections, and that is from Michael's, with some fall themed or fall colors to go along with fall decorating. This October Falling Leaves little piece of ephemera also came from the Bow Bunny paper pad, and I just made matted it and made a ribbon banner that I curled for her out of that. Some of the fall colored gems came from Hobby Lobby from last year, and the package was large enough that I was able to share multiple times with different partners throughout last year and this year. There are two different fall themed washi tapes present, and then I gave her about a yard of fall themed ribbon. And then I'm still not sure what this is called. It's kind of like that glitzy mesh embellishment stuff. I really don't know what it's called. Tape of some sort. But this is the orange color from the Dollar Tree, and it's not the gold. This seems to be seasonal too with the holiday. So I did share some of the orange with her. I just bought myself the mini envelope punch board from We Are Memory Keepers, and I hadn't had it yet, so I did make some file folders. There's two of them. This one is flat. This one I put a little 1/8 inch gusset in the bottom there so that it would hold a little candy for her. And then wrapped it with some baker's twine and a button, and that's being sent on to her to have a little snack when she's crafting. I did make two little cards for her, and this is paper from Hobby Lobby. Opening that up. This is a card using ephemera again from the Bow Bunny paper pad, and it just says Autumn Splendor, and it has some girls with the butterfly wings behind it. And this is 2.5 by 3 inch size card, and the envelope to go with it, so she can use that for gift giving if she wanted to. The second card, I used one of the sticker ephemeras from the Authentique large paper collection from the sticker pad there. And I did use a combination of both paper pads for this project. So this card says Grateful, and this Fall in Love is a sticker that was also in that same Authentique paper collection. And I matted it and elevated it with some foam tape. On the inside are several journaling cards. They're 4 by 3 also, and just left them in there so that she can use them however she would like. And let me get that back in there. This is a bottle cap charm that I made last night, and it is totally the cutest thing. I can't say that I had made a full charm before, especially using the little dangles. Usually I use pre-made ones. So starting at the top, it has a lobster clasp here, and then there's 3 sets of dangles on top here. And those are using small little beads that I picked up at Michael's because they were 55% off. The little picture came from the Dollar Tree flower calendars from last year, and then they were clearanced. actually no, so Michaels had them, I'm sorry, so Michaels had them in clearance, and I bought 4 of them so that I would be able to punch out the individual pictures and use them in projects. So there's like 4 small squares in the whole calendar where you can use them. So for 33 cents for a whole calendar, and then it's like 48 punches that you get. So fantastic. Almost like a cent or less than a cent a piece, if I did that math correctly. And then the lower dangles here are put together with some pearls and rondelles and smaller beads. And then I picked up a collection, I think there was 12 or 16 of these little sunflower looking dangles. So that just hangs down like that, and that is the whole project right there. Okay, so I'll put that off to the side. And so using the We Are Memory Keepers punch board, I watched this video on YouTube. It was from several years ago. It was actually an older video of how to make this out of a 6x3 piece of paper. So it's a half of a 6x6 pad. It is double-sided, so this is using the authentique paper, and you just punch it at the 2-inch mark down there and that side, and you just fold it up, glue the sides, and that makes your pocket. So I bought the Paper Studios scallop tag punch, and this large one right there is what the large shape gives you. That is a 2.5-inch wide piece of paper, and then these two are, oops, sorry. So the next one is a 2-inch scallop punch, and then this is the 1.5-inch scallop punch. And there's just some ephemera pieces. I think I'm missing one. So this is out of the Bow Bunny paper pad too. So just small pieces of ephemera that I stuck in there in the postcard with the sunflower and the butterflies on it, and using again another sunflower charm right there, and another dangle. Oops, so I'm going to stick that right back in there. The paper pad had some cutouts, or actually it's a word page, and I was able to just cut that out. Let me get this for you. So that's what it looks like. So words, and then I just used a ruler and a straight knife there and cut out the words. So apple cider pumpkins came from that piece of paper, and a little leaf and pumpkin there. So hopefully she'll be able to use all of that. I'm going to save that for just a minute. I used Tim Holtz mustard, I think it was the mustard, color and a little bit of vintage photo, and dyed some seam binding for her. That kind of gives it the sunflowery look. I lost my pin, so I needed to repin this anyway. Just a little trim there. These are 4x3 cards from Katie Pertiet .com. She has on her blog a whole bunch of free cards that are accessible for downloading, saving, printing, whatever you'd like to do with them. So I printed a whole bunch of these. A couple of them are for Thanksgiving, but they're in the fall colors. And these make great cards, especially when you mat them and pass them on to people. Or they are printed on 110 cardstock, so they could be used as journaling cards. And then it says, "Give thanks with a grateful heart." I absolutely love her work. She actually is a designer for home interior stuff, and then she has the simple vintage Christmas, and she's got Halloween that's at scrapbook.com. Also, she is a designer, and they carry her work there, so you can check her work out on her blog and scrapbook.com if you were interested in buying her scrapbooking items. Anyway, I love her design. It just speaks to me greatly, so I love giving her plugs there. This is some more of that meshy stuff from the Dollar Tree from last year. This is a really loose weave. It's not the same as burlap, but it's great to work with for layering. Here are some glittery pumpkins and leaves, and that's from Michaels. It was part of the Halloween collection. I got the last one actually, so that was available to pick up. And then Dollar Tree. Don't need that. Dollar Tree Baker's Twine. This was out of the pack with the yellow, brown, and the orange, and just passing the orange on to her. From Joanne's, the Mrs. Sparkle leaves here, so she can paint or dye them, use them as she wishes. And then I know that there's, yeah, here's my stick pin that I also made sitting at the bottom there. It does say wish on there, and I tried using fall colors. I love this bead with the different, it's actually stone, I think. I don't think it's painted. I think it's a stone bead with some rondelles and bead caps. And I love making stick pins. I think they're so pretty. And I just use a little piece of necklace to attach that with. So there's that. And then the last purchased thing was also from Mrs. Sparkle, which is Joanne's. These leaves do a great job of imprinting. So I made a card, which I didn't bring down to show in the video, but I did the edge of some matting for her card using both the open and the solid impressions, using Versamark, and then I used the pearl powder on it in the fall colors, and it looked really, really nice. So I do think that these are not necessarily cheaply made stamps. Like I said, they did a really nice job of using or impressing with the Versamark. So the last thing is a sunflower little tracing paper bag that I did make. This napkin, I believe, came from Tuesday Morning, and just a little bit of lace and some of that other bling trim on the top there. There's a few different things in here. I also picked up at Hobby Lobby, because I hadn't been there. I hadn't seen their new stamp or dies. So I picked up the Sizzix by Tim Holtz by Sizzix. Filigree, kind of like skeleton leaf dies. So there's 5 of them in this package. And then obviously if you use different colors, it makes it look pretty nice. And then the red. And then I also kind of like aged them a little bit with vintage photo. That one's like really delicate. I used some of the Bow Bunny paper again for doilies that I punched out in different sizes for her that hopefully she can use. And then I also used the Sizzix envelope dies with fall paper. The paper's from Hobby Lobby, and these fit inside the pocket letter sleeves, so she could use them in a fall pocket letter if she chooses to. So that is my collection of what I'm sending her. Just to go over a couple of things, this is the scallop punch that I was talking about using from the Paper Studio. It's $19.99. We used a coupon on that. So it gives you the 2.5, the 2-inch, and then the 1.5 option. I just learned about this on a video. I guess I really hadn't looked at punches in quite a while because I didn't know that that was there. But I do love scallops on tags. So that was quite a nice little purchase that I was able to make there. And then this is one of the paper collections that I used, and that is the Bow Bunny. I'm looking for it. Oh, Enchanted Harvest Collection. I had to find the title of it. So if I do a quick flip through here, these are the papers. There's 3 of these in the paper pad as far as the all the different ephemera pieces go. And just a nice collection of fall colors and papers to choose from. The other one again was the Authentique Bountiful paper that I used. So I did finish this off. There's paper on the bottom, paper around the side. There is ribbon trim, and then 1 bling piece on each side in the center. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I love fall. I think a lot of people do, and especially for decorating and paper crafting with. So thanks and have a good day. Stop by again.